Well, today we're saying bye to the McLaren. My good friend John is taking this car all the way to California for me to drop it off to get the carbon repair done. Now, I leave in just about a day to Europe with Jake, and I did not have time to get this car down there, and John said he would do it for $100. So I said, absolutely, let's do it. But it is going down there to finally get this carbon tub issue addressed. The piece is already made. John is gonna be going down there. He's gonna be filming whatever stuff he is filming until I get back from Europe. I will then fly down to California, see this car firsthand, do a little bit of work on it, and then take this back here to do essentially final assembly. All right, let's go ahead, get the car fired up. This is the last time I'm gonna see this car for, I don't know, 2 weeks. Let's go. Also, the person on this car getting dropped off to is Michael Newland. And he's very familiar with these cars, so if something is wrong, he'll know what to do.
It's okay, I fix everything. I fix.
All right, there we go. We just got the 720 all strapped down. This car's kind of tricky to get strapped down, but we made it work. We have it going off both control arms there. Occasionally on fuel stops, just make sure that everything's still tight. Goodbye, car. Hopefully this isn't the last time I see it. It's a heavy door. No, I'm kind of sad. I literally just got this car driving. Now it's leaving again, but it's okay. I have a SVJ and a 3RS to drive while I'm in Europe. I took a photo of my odometer, so if I see a discrepancy,
You're gonna see it's actually gonna go down.
it's gonna go down.
Don't worry about it.
As long as it reads less, I don't care. Goodbye. Thank you, Corey, as well. He is so gracious enough to let me use this trailer to get the car down there instead of paying an ungodly amount of money for a transportation company. $100 to him, a couple $100 to Corey, saved myself a few bucks. I spent $900 to get my STI open trailer to California.
Damn. So you're paying me $900, right?
No. I am completely carless right now. I just got the McLaren running. That's leaving. The Honda I'm waiting to get tuned. Subaru's on tracks, not drivable. Our last daily, the girl's car got vandalized. Someone broke the poor old mirror. Look at this. I need to buy another car. I need to buy her another car. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I get to vlog. Woohoo.
I'll see you when I see you. Don't die.
We'll try. Enjoy Europe.
I will. I'll be in Europe driving cool cars while you're just trailering a cool car.
I'll be
That's so
driving a cool
dickish. You could drive it when you get there.
Why?
You can.
Why?
I don't know, because it'd be cool to drive a 720 bear skin around California.
And then end up
Oh,
in
you're
jail.
definitely getting pulled over in California.
Exactly.
Just record it.
They're gonna impound the car. What happens if
That would suck. I have to leave Europe
exactly.
to fly back to go get my car from impound. The car's not registered. It's not insured. This is crazy. Explain this again.
Yeah, so my watch battery died today or yesterday. I don't exactly know when, but right at 7:20. So it's kind of fitting for, you know, my time here in
That's
Spokane.
either a good thing or a bad thing. Like, that's either gonna curse us or be a blessing. Now I'm nervous. And away she goes. Now I'll catch back up with you guys after my Europe trip when we're flying to California.
All right, we're at the first fuel stop. I'm gonna fill up on diesel and def and hit the road. Be driving. I got my beautiful bag of chips, beautiful sunset, beautiful bag of snacks. Hopefully these 13 hours go by very fast. Well, it is 12:10 in the morning. I'm gonna call it a night because I did not sleep very much yesterday, so I'm gonna pass out. I will see you guys in the morning. And just like that, we are out of fuel again. I'm a little bit past Bend now. I'm gonna fill up, grab some McCafe, and hit the road. I forgot it's diesel. Key acquired. Here we go. Everything is on.
we go. We got the big old 26-foot enclosed. Since I don't want to put it on an open deck since there is no panels, I don't want to destroy the interior for a 14-hour drive, but here we go. All hooked up. Now let's go ahead, get a fuel stop, get it topped off, and we're driving all through the night. And here we are a couple weeks later. You guys saw in the beginning of the video, my good friend John took down my truck and trailer to drop off the 720 down in Sacramento to get a ton of carbon repair work. Well, I've been gone the past 2 weeks and he just got back yesterday, 15-hour travel day. And here we are the next day with a 14-hour drive ahead of us to go pick up the car as it's complete. I was originally wanting to get transport to get the car for me, but there's a ton of stuff I need to work on the car when we get down there. As you guys will see, we're addressing a ton of the McLaren faults that I can't access with no tools here. So down there, I have access to the McLaren MDS tools. I have the girlfriend with me. We're making a little road trip out of this, but we're kind of on a time crunch. I need to be back by Thursday morning as we are hosting a car meet here in Spokane, and I would like the McLaren to be there. So we're topping off the truck with fuel right now. One of many fuel stops, already at $90 in fuel. I'm guessing we're gonna spend around $600 in fuel, but still significantly cheaper than hiring a transport company. Now, I haven't really shown much of my truck on the channel before because it's a pretty basic truck. It's a nice truck. I have a 21 GMC AT4, so it does have the diesel. It's a baby diesel, little 3-liter V6. Now, this isn't the best towing vehicle. Open trailer, one car, it does fantastic. But when you start throwing on a big trailer and doing some long hauls, it can struggle. Now, I've always used a steel enclosed trailer, which are incredibly heavy. So this truck tends to lug quite a bit. Now, I'm using my buddy's aluminum trailer. This is incredibly light, like 2,000 pounds. But the downside is it is so light. Any bit of wind throws the trailer like this. I'm sure if you guys have towed and stuff before, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But the next 14 hours, the truck is just going like this and this. With the car in here, no problem. It's not an issue, but an empty trailer for 14 hours through essentially the middle of nowhere, this entire drive, no trees, nothing, essentially just going through the desert. I can imagine it to be quite windy and just all over the place. Now, with this being a little baby diesel, I'm curious what our fuel mileage is right now. It is showing currently, as we're on the gas, 10 miles a gallon with an average of 14.5 within the last 50 miles, which isn't bad. My buddy Jean, who in the beginning of the video took the car down for me, he said loaded all the way down, it was 11 or 12 miles a gallon, which is not bad for a non-deleted baby diesel. I'll take that. Well, that's sick. Just got because we have Apple Maps loaded up, a severe thunder and weather warning. It wants us to change our route. And the crazy part is since I wasn't sure if I was able to find it enclosed, I almost just put the car on an open deck because I need the car back so I can film and work on it. So I'm really happy that Corey was able to let me use his enclosed, but that's gonna suck. Severe weather warning, thunder. It wants us to reroute, which is crazy. That's one of the gnarliest wrecks I've seen in a long time. Hopefully, everyone involved is good. It's pretty brutal. We made it to Oregon, already need a death fill-up. So one thing I hate about this truck, or trucks in general, is the death, especially when towing. The next truck, we delete, but this is still under warranty. It is officially nighttime. I believe we are in Bend, Oregon. Honestly, not quite sure. We still have 7 hours and 40 minutes left. Our ETA is 4:56 a.m., so essentially 5 o'clock. I'm sure with a couple more fuel stops, it's gonna be a little bit later. But right now, currently booking the hotel. I think the game plan is obviously to stay tonight, trying to get to a shop at 7 a.m., see what that looks like, and then staying one more night because there's a ton of stuff on the McLaren that we need to address in today's video that we can really only do down there. More to come very soon for you guys, as I'm trying to bring the car back home with all of the issues resolved, essentially just missing body panels. So when we get home, essentially jump straight into body work and paint work. I think in this YouTube video, we're also gonna reveal the paint color we're doing on the car, as I still have yet to decide. But 7 hours, 40 minutes remaining. Let's see how we do. And well, good morning. It is now 6 a.m. Fourth fill up of the trip, $124 for fuel, which is astronomically expensive, $5.30 a gallon. Not as bad as Europe. Europe was $9 a gallon if you guys have been keeping along with the Europe series, but still very expensive. I don't even want to know how much fuel costs I'm in right now, but it's probably right around $4.50 just to get here. But let's go. We have 40 miles left. We have a hotel that we really only got to use for 3 hours as it's now 6 a.m. Get hopefully an hour or two of sleep, and then we're gonna go head to the shop where my McLaren's been sitting for the past 2 weeks. And we have made it 7:09 a.m. We just got checked into the hotel. I am that one person. I have the truck and trailer. I'm taking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parking spots. But now I desperately need a shower, maybe a quick little nap. In just a few hours here, I'm gonna be meeting Michael Newland, the genius who has had my car for the past 2 weeks doing all the carbon repair. Everything's done. At least I think everything's done. I'm here to pick up the car, so I hope everything's done. But we're gonna go get a little bit, something to eat, a shower, change of clothes, and head over. Ooh, not too bad. This looks so nice right now. And here we are, next day. It is time to get this car loaded up. I was exhausted yesterday, and frankly, I didn't want to put a camera in anybody's face before I actually got to properly meet them and just dick around a little bit. But here we are the next day. This is Michael, the carbon wizard. I don't even know what to say. Anything carbon, this guy can do. It is insane. The carbon repair in here, I literally could not even tell. The girlfriend did not even know where to look. The only reason you can tell right now is it is just in primer. I still have to paint it to the factory McLaren black, but if you didn't look close enough, you would not be able to see at all where the damage is. Now the biggest thing is the carbon tub on this car costs $100,000 from McLaren. It doesn't even stop there. To get a new tub, you can't do it yourself. You can't just buy it, ship it to your house. You have to ship your car to them, $100,000. I don't know if that price tag includes all the labor to swap a tub, because as you guys know, to swap the carbon tub on here is to quite literally take every single nut and bolt and wire off of this car and swap it over. I'm very thankful that the carbon tub was not actually damaged. Everyone in the comments, oh, the carbon tub is damaged, this car's, you can't repair carbon. You're a trusted source, I'm not so much. The carbon structural integrity of this car was not ever once compromised.
No. Right here, this section is the tub. All this stuff is basically trim panels for like the doors everything is just glued onto the tub.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was just an extra piece they glued on to accept these type of doors.
Yeah, which is funny enough, the Senna, because he's working on a Senna here, the tubs are the same. The tub of it, the only thing that they change is these glued on panels to fit.
Different brackets and different areas in which, I mean, the tub is generally, yes, the same, but like I said, there's just little areas to where they glued on this or they added this or, you know, stuff like that. You know, McLaren didn't develop a completely different tub for it. They used what they had and just based it off of that.
Which is really, really cool. So as you guys can see here, the one spot from factory you can see glued, yeah, this just shows that all of this stuff is bonded to the actual tub, which is this piece here. Everything else is just glued on. So the structural integrity, thankfully, the actual carbon tub was not damaged. If it was, he could still fix it, which is crazy. The factory structural integrity is 100% still there, and now this piece is brand new. This is what he created to fix it. So he actually took apart another 720 that his buddy owns and was gracious enough to let him use it and created this mold, which he actually just gifted me. I asked if he's doing anything with this. He says no. He doesn't like repeating the same work twice. So I'm a frameless. This is really cool, but how does this go on? This is just like that. So this is the whole section that he repaired, essentially cut out the old piece and
cut out the old piece, glued on the new piece, filled it all in with carbon, all forged carbon like it was, and yeah,
it's as good as factory.
It's just like the factory.
Which is really cool. He also filmed all of this for me. You guys probably have seen that by now in this video. If not, I'm gonna pop up some clips. He filmed a lot of the process with this, which is really, really cool to be able to see that. Not many people out there show this work. I've been trying to get him. He wants to start a YouTube channel, so I'm trying. He's very busy. Yeah, he's so busy doing other YouTubers projects. So I'm gonna have his stuff linked down below, at least his Instagram, and maybe soon enough he's gonna start something, but he works on some incredible cars. I don't wanna show too much. There is that Bugatti here, that is Houston's, and then there is that famous wreck that you guys saw a while ago, the Hamilton Collection Senna. He's working on that. So what's the process because there's many different ways to make carbon, right? Like processes
so like
with it.
This is like a quick, we call it a splash mold, but basically, you know, we got the car, took off, you know, whatever pieces we need to take off, and then we made mold flanges and everything for it, and then we used old school stuff. We used wax and PVA, and then basically just started packing this forged carbon onto it.
Okay.
And then once it dries, take it off, pop it off, trim it, clean it, make templates for everything, cut all the carbon fiber, pre-preg it, infuse it, you know, whatever process you're doing. This one I did pre-preg on.
Okay.
And you just vacuum bag it, shove it in the oven, let it sit for a little bit, pop it out, clean it, trim it.
And then you have a mold.
And then you have,
That's so cool.
It sounds, you talk about it, it sounds easy. It's like, oh yeah, 10 minutes. Like, that took like 4 days to do.
How many hours in this repair do you think you'd have in? I guess my invoice probably shows it. But off the top of my head, if I don't have the invoice in front of me, it's probably...
It's like 14 hours.
That's not as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's still a long time for
still
this
a lot.
little section,
corner, yeah.
which isn't, for a lot of carbon, this is probably very easy work compared to what you normally
Absolutely.
do. Like this was probably like...
This was a side project too, the big project.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I don't even know, it's like an oil change on a car in retrospect to a build, something like this. He's made a full carbon exhaust, turbo, which I don't even know how that makes sense.
You can make turbos, exhausts, any type of pressure tubing, vacuum tubing, fuel tanks. The only thing, you can pretty much make everything on a car out of carbon except for obviously the glass and the electrical.
I mean, he even has made springs, which doesn't make sense to me.
Springs, we've made springs, we've made wheels, we've made rotors.
You've made rotors?
Yeah, you can make rotors, yeah. Absolutely.
That's so cool.
And it's the technology side is like the ceramic rotors out right now. They have your general carbon ceramic, and then you have carbon rotors.
What?
Yeah,
carbon? Just double carbon?
That's another.
They're so
Google it. That's a whole thing.
So all of that to say that this, what in my mind was a decent repair, pretty bad, is absolutely nothing compared to the real world of.
This was a nice break for a couple of days.
That's so crazy.
Just relax for a minute and gather my thoughts and finish something that's easy.
Yeah. So side note, this got ripped off in the accident as well. This is the top bracket for the rear quarter panel. It ripped off the carbon tub here. He got that fixed. I mean, that probably took you not long.
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, he got that repaired for us as well. So as the car sits, the chassis is 100% fixed. As you guys have seen, we have a whole new rear frame, whole new front frame on the car, and the carbon tub is now repaired. So when we get this back home, which today we're loading it up, 14.5-hour drive home, we can then start obviously with final touches, whatnot, and jump straight into body and paint work, as I'm trying to have this car painted done very soon. And I want to come back down and I'm gonna show you. You say you hate when people don't finish their cars, and you work with a lot of stuff that, so I'm gonna show you. I'll drive this thing down and you're gonna be like, wow.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be like, this looks like shit.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
We'll get the
Bring
bill.
it back down, and then I'll get a bunch of my friends together, and we'll go schmob on some back roads, and I'll just be in the back in the Urus. Just
No, you could be driving this.
I'm scared to.
Why? Everyone I give the keys for is so scared to drive it. This is another very cool thing. So the person I'm gonna say is responsible for me wanting to do a build like this actually is good friends with him and is right across the street. Serge from Real Life Exotics, I believe is his YouTube channel. I watched the crap out of him. It feels like 10 years ago. I don't know actually how long ago it has been, but I watched every single video, and he does exotic rebuilds. And ever since I saw his videos, like my first supercar, I want it to be wrecked and rebuild it. And it's such a small world because here I am with my first wrecked supercar and his shop. We went in there yesterday. I hated just bringing a camera in there without actually meeting people, and he actually wasn't there. But it was such a throwback seeing that shop and like me 6 years ago watching all of those videos of him, in my mind thinking it was impossible to do rebuilds like this. So I'm hoping he's here before we leave because I'd love to show around the shop. Maybe some of you guys have watched his channel as well. It's such a small world. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see if we get lucky here. Day 2, will this power up? I think it will. Every time. Every single time, baby. So we're neutral, and there we go. Well, Michael, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Until next time. Now, next time we see this car, we're gonna be back in Washington. Now, we are only 3-ish hours behind schedule. We were trying to leave by 8 at the latest. It is currently 10:36. Is this when we're getting home? 11:34? That's not as bad as I thought. It's more likely gonna be like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll check up. It's 11:34 ETA right now. Hopefully I don't get tired and need a nap because we need to get some sleep. But since I'm rarely in a place that's in and out and I absolutely love it, had to grab it one last time. I always feel like the biggest dick parking the parking lots. I'm taking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parking spots right now. Thankfully, the parking lot's pretty open. Now, in case you guys are wondering my order here, I did not get animal style because we're eating in the truck. I just got a regular cheeseburger, some fries, and a pink lemonade. We're a couple hours in, and this drive is so much more gorgeous in the daytime because last time when we were coming through here, it was quite literally the middle of the night. But yeah, this is honestly a pretty sick drive so far. It's so hard to see, but you have all the mountain ranges in the back. We passed a really gorgeous blue lake. Yeah, next time we come down here, we're gonna drive the McLaren. This would be absolutely gorgeous scenic drive. Now we're about halfway home here, stop for some food. It is currently getting dark out, the sun is setting, but I'm very impressed with this little 1500. 13.7 average miles per gallon, which is pretty insane for a little 1500 with a 26-foot enclosed and a McLaren in there. It's missing all the body panels, but those weigh like literally nothing. So if you guys out there are wanting a truck, look into the AT4. This thing's awesome. But before we continue on the road here, our third fill up of the trip. Granted, the first fill up we were empty when we got there, so filled up. This is technically our second fill up of the drive. Not bad, $3.60 a gallon. 82 bucks later. Let's see how far this makes us. Now, I already forgot what time the estimated arrival was when we started this, but I know it's changed quite a bit. Currently sitting at 2:36 a.m. I know we've lost a couple hours. One, we just stopped for food, we sat down, and then there was also a time where the trailer was swaying so much, it was genuinely like terrifyingly sketchy. So I repositioned the car, and now it's perfect. It's so hard with the rear engine to like get that placement right, but I spent some decent time getting the car repositioned so it doesn't feel like a death trap literally on the highway like this. Well, good morning. If you guys guessed that I would make it home at, what time is it? 5:30 a.m., you'd be correct. Let's go ahead and open this door and we're waiting until the morning. I was gonna make sure the car was still good, but I didn't hear anything moving around, so I'm sure we're good. I am completely exhausted. For you guys, this has been a series of like a couple minutes. For me, this has been a little over 30 hours of driving over really like less than 2 days. Yeah, this has been a long endeavor, but we have the McLaren back in our possession, and tomorrow morning we're gonna go ahead, unload it, get it put in the shop, kind of talk about what's next. What, McLaren? Well, it is now the next morning, and a few of our friends flew in. We have Avos and Victor currently here right now. We're gonna go ahead and get this car unloaded and give some of them a little ride. All right, well, we have Avos and Victor here. We're gonna go to the airport and pick up Max and tour the park car. He wants to get a ride along in it, so.
I can literally touch the ground and see the wheel. By the way, look at his power steering, or non-existent, I should say. Go ahead, crank that bit. Yeah! I literally feel like I'm in a go-kart.
It is a go-kart.
Taking the freeway?
Yeah, we're taking the freeway.
What the?
Oh, I've missed driving this car. What do you think of it so far?
I got a rock to the head. Feels like we're in a go-kart and I'm touching the ground. So I'm very happy, very happy. And now I'm filming rollers. My phone, my fall off the car.
When you're with the boys, dumb shit tends to happen here.
It tends to happen. We chose to drive this car.
Yeah, but when you're with the boys, dumb decisions are made easier.
I guess.
You want the gap, Victor?
Oh my god.
Damn it. It's very windy. Doesn't feel that sketchy.
Not at all. Not at all.
And here we go. Spoken Airport. I've seen this airport far too many times over the past couple of weeks, but Max apparently just landed here. How does it look on the road?
That was fun.
Does it look crazy?
Crazy.
The move, I'm currently blocking the whole traffic at the airport and the car is not starting. I'm not even joking. It has started every single time for so long. Oh, there we go. Woo! It started. It sounds like a Dyson vacuum. Now, not in this video, but the next video, as you guys have seen, I took delivery of my grill full exhaust. So I think tonight, if the boys are coming over, I'm not quite sure, regardless if they are or not, in the next video, we're gonna be straight piping this car, and then following right after, we need to start putting on all the body panels and getting this thing ready for paint and body. Because as fun as it is driving this car around like this, it's a little inconvenient and it's kind of fun the first time you do it. I'm just scared something's gonna break, a rock's gonna fly up and hit something, rip off a harness, whatever it may be, but the boys are in town. I have to pick them up like this, as not every day you see a McLaren 720 torn apart like this. Well, all the boys are heading back to Jake's house right now. We're gonna meet up with them later in a separate video here. It's so funny driving this on the street. Quite literally every single person is just staring at me. You can put this next to like a Koenigsegg and people are gonna look at this more. It's hilarious. They have no idea what they're looking at. And we've made it back. Another day driving this car without being interrupted by the cops, which is pretty hilarious because I don't know if this car is street legal. At least I don't believe it is. Every cop that has driven by gives me a huge thumbs up. They seem to love it. Washington is very, very chill when it comes to things like this, but that is gonna wrap it up in today's video. I am just so excited that we were able to save the carbon tub. Like I mentioned, it wasn't the actual carbon tub, it was a molding piece on the carbon tub, but still it is one piece. This now looks brand new. It is still in primer. Very, very soon here in a couple of videos, we're gonna start putting body panels on here, start doing body work and get this thing ready for body work and paint. Doing so, I will go ahead and order the McLaren black they use. Fun fact, under all of this is raw exposed gorgeous carbon, and this is actually a factory option. Now, for free, you get the painted black. But if you pay $5,000, you can have all of this exposed carbon, which is kind of silly to me because the more work that they put in, they don't charge. But less work, they do have to charge. And I am sure that is because under the painted option, they probably did not care how well the carbon looked. If you're leaving the exposed option, they're probably gonna make it look as gorgeous as humanly possible. Since this car was optioned with the painted, we're gonna go ahead and paint this the McLaren black, whatever color this is, because you guys can kind of see, this is just primer, that's black. Once we get that painted, you'll never know that this was ever in an accident. And I'm just very excited that the $100,000 tub was not damaged. It's a little extreme because you are able to find used examples. I know tons of people that have rebuilt these. Matt Armstrong, I believe he paid $7,500 for his used tub. I know a couple other people, V-Tuned Garage, I reached out to them when I first bought this car. They paid damn near the same. So if you were to buy one with a damaged tub, you can most definitely find one on the market. It's just pretty difficult to get your hands on, like I was experiencing with this rear subframe. But in the next video, aka about 30 minutes from now, we're gonna go ahead and do the next episode of putting on the full exhaust system on here. As you guys saw in the last episode, we were over in Europe for the past 2 weeks. Our friends over at Grill, we got an exhaust built, carried with me through the airport, currently sitting outside right there. We're gonna go ahead and put the whole Grill exhaust system on here, and I cannot wait to see how it sounds because right now it genuinely sounds like a vacuum, and we're gonna go ahead and change that. And for all my Honda lovers out there, we have some big updates with the Honda soon. I've literally just been waiting to tune the car, but I've been gone for the past 3 weeks now. So very, very soon, we're gonna find time to sit down and actually tune this car, throw some passengers in here, get some reactions, get my own reaction because I have never felt power like I'm gonna feel in this car. It's gonna be an experience. But I hope you guys are excited because T-minus 30 days, this car should be a complete McLaren 720 again, and you'll never even be able to tell that it was ever in an accident. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to subscribe. It's completely free. It helps me out so much. Drop a comment. What are you excited for? And drop some paint recommendations down below. I believe I landed on the paint coat I'm doing, and it's gonna be an orange, a McLaren orange, but McLaren has like 20 different oranges they use. Anyway, drop a comment what you think I should paint this car. Drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.